but almost all of them. I like edges. Anyway, so yeah, we had a very, very dry summer, which is unusual for here. You know, people don't irrigate. When I first moved here in 2003, we couldn't find any sprinklers in the store. And my kids, being from California, love to play in the sprinklers. And so I actually had to have my daughter in California send me 3 sprinklers. And people would drive by the road. We live on a kind of busy street. Back then it wasn't very busy, but people came down it. And, okay, I'm going to wait to figure out what I'm going to do here because it'll be the center page. And people would actually come up to my door and ask me, what is that thing that your kids are playing in and where did you get it from? They didn't know about sprinklers here. It was really funny. But anyway, but this summer we hardly got any rain at all and everything got really dry and it was really sad, and I had thought it was going to be a really good fall, and I was planning to have my husband's memorial service in the fall because he liked the fall here and it's normally really pretty, but I wasn't ready for it anyway. And just kind of the nice thing about memorial services is that you don't have to do them right away. And a number of people told me that, you know, they knew people who waited for a couple years. I don't plan to wait a couple years. I'm hoping to do it in the spring, but I am going to wait until I'm ready. And I definitely didn't want to just throw something together. My husband was a really, really amazing man, and he deserves a really good memorial service. So something really special. So anyway, so we're finally getting rain, and yesterday was garbage day, and so my garbage can is out there because my steps are really slippery, and I'm kind of afraid to walk down them by myself. When it's slippery and wet, and so my garbage can is out there, and of course the garbage guys, after they got everything out of it, they just left it open, and it's probably going to have like 2 feet of water in it by the time that I go bring it in. But it probably needed to be cleaned out anyway, right? So I might just take some bleach out there with me to pour in it before I don't know then, but then if I pour it out on the ground, I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to pour that out on the ground. I mean, if I pour it into my driveway, it'll still get through eventually to the soil. So yeah, I probably don't want to put bleach in it. Okay, so then what I do when I'm going to sew on my edges is I get the sheet of paper and I make sure that I get both pieces that I'm going to sew on. What happened to the other one like this? That's weird. Oh, there it is. Huh. Okay, I guess I was going to do this here. Okay. So, and then I'm going to put I'm going to lay my paper here like this so that so I don't lose my place. Okay, and I need to move some of this stuff out of the way so I have a place to put this. I'm just going to set it aside. Okay, and then I'm going to, let's see, this was this way. Okay, so I'm going to have this ribbon on here. So I'm just gonna, I don't use pins or anything, and you know, some people use glue to kind of baste it in place. I don't usually do that. This ribbon is really twisty and it doesn't want to stay put. It's a little bit harder to work with. So I'm gonna set my sewing machine speed a little bit slower than I will for the rest of it, just so that I don't have it coming off or something. Okay, and then like I said, I'm sticking it up so that part of it is hanging off the top because it's fraying very nicely. I've got it on zigzag, and I'm just going to zigzag right down the middle of it. I'm just sewing this to the edge. It's barely sticking off the side. Okay. And I'm just going along and just sewing straight over it. Seems to work fine. I need to stop this for a second because I'm losing control here. Okay. And remember, you guys, with junk journals, you don't have to do things perfectly. In fact, you don't want to do them perfectly. You want it to be kind of, you know, you want it to look homemade, not just handmade, but homemade. And, you know, and usually they're shabby chic. So like I leave my thread hanging off. Now that's a little bit of a long one, so I'm not going to leave it quite that long, but I like to leave a little bit of that hanging off there. And then this will fray. I mean, it's already fraying, but it won't fray past where I started sewing. Okay, and then we've got some zigzag, some nice zigzag on the other side, which just gives it some more texture, which is really nice. Okay, then on this one, we're going to put our little, that ribbon there. I think that's cute. I think I'm going to have it hanging off a little bit so that I don't cover up her wing. And that'll be nice because then it'll stick out. So here we go. And I normally just use like a goldish or khaki colored thread in mine. Now this I'm going to sew a little bit closer to the edge of the ribbon rather than down the middle because, you know, I'm having it hang over the side of the page. So, oh, and I'm running out of bobbin thread. Oh, brother. Well, we've probably been going long enough on this video anyway, so I'll just finish sewing this and then start a new video after I change my bobbin thread. I might go ahead and sew the ribbons and lace on the edges. I don't think you guys really need to watch that. If there's one that I think it would be helpful to show you, then I will save that. And I'm also going to go ahead and fray the top of the ribbon too, so that it's frayed on the top and on the bottom. So I'm going to say goodbye now. I love you all, and there'll be a new one tomorrow. Bye-bye.